Welcome, my friends, here from Pax Europiana, from Podgorica. This is the capital of Montenegro, the NATO ally Montenegro. It's a wonderful place. I really love it. I'm lucky it's not raining. I just arrived and I see, of course, the Prime Minister here on the big billboard because we have regional elections upcoming here, and I'm not very convinced. Yeah? Everybody tells me from my Albanian friends he's Albanian, he must be good. Yeah? The Greens tell me he's Green, so he must be the European Green, so he must be pro-European. But he just fired his defense or security services chief because he wanted to make an anti-Russian raid. And I'm not convinced. He's always doing open Balkans with Vucic, and I'm really not convinced. Yeah? I will shift my support back to the trusted Western supporters here in Montenegro who have led this country into NATO, and I'm with them. That will be very clearly my line in the future, and I'm upset about all these Greens and confused messages because the future is very clear with the ones who are with the West, who are with Ukraine, and the ones who are ready to lead this country into the European Union. Now it was released, it's today, the enlargement package, and I've read the speech of Mr. Verheyli, the Commissioner, and it's very clearly that this country is ready. There's just a few little things still to do, appointing constitutional judges. Yeah. I'm not really sure what that has to do with enlargement process, yeah? But okay, you can always invent something if you need to invent it, and I call for a different strategy. We should get Montenegro into the European Union 2024 in 1.5 years, to let them vote into the European Parliament already, similar like we have done it very successfully with Romania, with Bulgaria. And it's an investment, it's complicated, but outside there is no clear future for this beautiful country, and the idea that this is all going to be much better. And one day there will be fantastic Montenegro outside of the European Union. It's absolutely illusionary, and we have to make the contrast with Serbia, because the European appeasement policy towards Serbia must be coming to an end. We have seen Serbia is openly pro-Russian country now in its policies against the sanctions, and not in any form of solidarity with our friends in Ukraine who are so hard hit by the Russian brutality. And I call for the ones who are with us, Montenegro, Albania, and of course North Macedonia, and who are already in NATO. They must be rewarded very much so by EU membership 2024. Obviously our friend Bosnia, congratulations to the EU candidate status today. That's really big news. But the real big thing is, of course, to join NATO and to be fully then in the Western Alliance. And that's very important. And the same for Kosovo, when they now will get, of course, hopefully major progress in visa liberalization, also the success now, hopefully this week. And then obviously it is important for them as well to join NATO, together with Austria. I call everybody to support, of course, Austria and NATO. And then we're doing that successful defense of Europe to united. That's the logic, and I call for Montenegro, that's applause. They have supported also the accession of Ukraine to NATO, and I'm very happy. I was not happy with the lack of Albanian courage. North Macedonia as well. Bravo, being in the right side of history at a difficult time. That takes courage. So Montenegro has done wonderful things. I will show you a lot of Montenegro this coming 2 days. And I call for Montenegro to be in the European Union 2024. And that is absolutely possible. I was myself present at the enlargement debates in the European Parliament before 2004. We have done it for Slovakia at important moments. For Cyprus it was complicated. For Malta it was very complicated. And it was also Austria complicated, the Baltics, it's always complicated. It's the question of the courage of the European decision makers, and we can do it for Montenegro. It's not particularly expensive, it's not particularly complicated, and it shows that good performance is rewarded by the European Union. And I welcome Montenegro in the European Union. And that's very clear. We will do that, and it will be very good. I will now have a dinner debate, Austria and Montenegro dinner debate tomorrow in the afternoon, and also at 6:30. and then we will have on the Friday, I will do a workshop like in Vienna. I will find the right place, and I will do a workshop where this message and the presentation of Austrian Montenegrin friendship and the Montenegro Goes Europe Association of Austria will be presented, and we will then build this association to fast track Montenegro into the European Union. That's the logic of the brutal war of Russia against us. They want to fight us. We will not wage war against Russia. It's Ukraine, after the decision we made that Ukraine has to fight alone. That's very tragic. I was against that. But Ukraine has to do the military fight. We have to do the political fight. And the institutional answer is the unity of Europe in NATO, EU and the Euro. And Montenegro has already the Euro, very good, is already in NATO. And now for Montenegro to join the EU. This is the logic, and I call for Montenegro to support Austria in NATO, Ireland, Malta, Cyprus and Kosovo and Bosnia and Ukraine. And of course we all have to do everything to have Albania, North Macedonia, Montenegro now united in the beautiful European Union of 30 members. That is one very major step we can show. Russia will not win, Europe will be more united, and then it opens the way as well for Ukraine to be in the European Union. Thanks a lot for that. I will make many of these videos now in the coming days, and I want to thank you very much for your support and also see you in the coming days. Please support this channel. I have reached 1,000 subscribers now soon, and I will develop it further, and I want to thank you very much. And please unite Europe with the US in NATO, the EU itself to enlarge, and the Euro, of course, Euro enlargement, the Montenegro model. I will talk a lot about this success the coming days, and let's work together for unity with Austria and Montenegro under the same regulatory framework, in the same defense alliance, with the same currency. And so Russia will not win, but the West, the free world, Europe, with our allies, we will win against the Russian terrorist state. Thanks a lot, and more to come from Pax Europiana here from Podgorica. A wonderful place, beautiful place, and you will see it. I will make a lot of presentations now, and I will show you many of these beautiful places in the coming days. Thanks a lot, best regards, and more to come from Pax Europiana here from Podgorica. Bye.